Hey everyone, welcome to the very first episode of MSF Roundtable. We're a bunch of streamers on Twitch. Woo woo woo! We'll do introductions
Ooh,
for this. This will be a weekly show that comes out Monday Pacific time. So at the top there, we've got Lex Lethal. How you doing, mate?
What's going on, guys? How are you doing, man?
Do you want to tell us a bit about your channel, how long you've been streaming, stuff like that?
Yeah, I've been streaming now for about I'd say 4 or 5 months, so I'm still quite a new streamer. I stream on Twitch, YouTube. I have a YouTube channel as well, and yeah, what else? Oh, my TCP
Yeah,
or just
just roughly how long
and
you've been playing.
yeah. So my TCP, I'm still. I would say that I'm more of a beginning MSF player. My account is still in the developing phase. I just got over 1 million TCP, and I'm working on. I just unlocked Shuri. I have Iron Man unlocked, and I'm working for. I'm not gonna get Ma or Phoenix, but I'm working towards Invisible Woman next and Star Lord.
Awesome. Thanks, man. All right, next one
Yep.
we've got Zero. Do you want to introduce yourself, bro?
so what's up, guys? I'm Zero. I've been currently streaming on Twitch for about 3-4 months now. Pretty much when the pandemic started. Um, right now I'm leaning towards end game. I got DD3 started finally. I've been playing this game for like almost 2 years now. It's amazing. It's great. Also, my TCP is about to hit 5 million. This is a big milestone for me. I don't know. There's top fishes in here.
And then we got Crayvis. Do you want to introduce yourself, bro?
My name is Crayvis. So I stream on Twitch started probably around March, around the same beginning of the damn pandemic, just like most of us did. I have not one but two accounts. One of them is very solidly mid-game, rocking about 3.2. That one has every legendary currently, save for Ma, which I will be getting this time around, Phoenix, who I should get next time around, and Doc Ock can just go take a long walk off a short pier because it's just not going to happen this time around, fam. The little account that I have just hit level 65 and it just cleared 500,000 TCP. I run not one but two guilds as part of the Dog Pound group. I run 2 out of the 4 guilds that we have, so if you're in there, I'm sorry, because I'm a scatterbrained person.
And then we have Dapper. Do you want to introduce yourself, bro?
Hey, how's it going? I'm probably the only oddball here because I don't stream. I'm on YouTube for the time being, but I will be streaming on YouTube at least once a week. And I have 2 accounts as well. My main account is 8.5, and then my alt account is at 4.2. I just like to troll, play PvP. I do a lot of arena matches on my channel. I've been playing for about a month since the game came out, and I spend a lot of money in the game. So if you want to see what the money will take you, come and I can show you.
King Kraken there.
Whale. That's our whale.
Well harder. And then we have Nietzsche,
God himself.
the king of PvP tournaments. How you doing, brother?
Yes.
Yeah, so I am Nietzsche. I am about 9.7 million. I've got, I do a lot of PvP, a lot of tournaments. We're, currently pushing towards 100% U7, 0.5. And, I do, I don't know, a lot of PvP in tournaments.
Like
They're fun.
And I'm, of course, Mendawgs. I've been streaming since about June. We do some PvP. My roster's pretty much built towards PvP. Getting more this week, so that's pretty exciting. Got Ultron streamed it last night, Dark Dimension 2. It was like 10 hours, something like that. So that was fun.
Oh, yeah.
Sitting about 1.6. So we just thought we'd start this show. A lot of different experiences from, relatively new to quite experienced. Spending differences as well. Just have a bit of fun with it. So, guys, we're going to kick off with news. Anyone want to mention anything that's happened in the last week?
The 3,000 orb fiasco.
Ooh.
Yeah,
So,
what do you got? How do you guys
And
guys
then
feel
the
about
second
that?
fix that's coming?
yeah.
Like,
Mm-mm-mm.
it was beyond. You can't be surprised that they screwed up. Like, you can't be. Because as soon as they said, we're going to go back in and we're going to fix this the way it was, I'm like, no, you're not. You're going to destroy everything. That is what you're going to do. And then you're going to have to compensate everybody again.
I'm cool with
Do you
free
guys
rewards.
personally? Oh, my bad. I was gonna say, do you guys personally know anybody that received the 3,000 orbs?
I have a couple of people on my Discord
do not.
channel. I'm from Australia, so probably the old one out of this group. I didn't get it. It happened around 11 a.m. to about 2 a.m. our time. The guys who opened the orbs but didn't spend them seem to have not have their accounts affected. Whereas in the guys who spent it, I've heard that they've lost gear pieces and stuff like that. So I think it's the best that they could have done. And hey, free compensation, right? It's pretty good.
Right?
Right.
Everyone's about free stuff. Yeah,
Yeah,
free 99 is the price for me.
Yeah. Love that.
Well,
5-finger
yeah,
discount.
it doesn't surprise me how big they messed up. So, it's not the first
Yeah.
time they go through this, and it's not going to be the last time either. And like you said, it's
And I
gonna.
love when they screw up because the
Oh,
compensation that they
ooh.
give is really great. Like,
Yeah, I was
Like,
happy with
please
it.
Yeah.
give me all that crap one more time because that was great.
Yeah, man.
Absolutely.
It helped me get
But
hella.
they're dealing with it, in a more proper way than before. So,
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty excited on the path that they're going. So let's see what goes on after that.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty happy with how they ran that. Baron Zemo's now in the blitzes. We've had a couple of experiences with blitz, the new structure that they did. What do we think about that?
Hmm.
I'll
So
let
I
Zero
did
or Dapper. Yeah, go ahead, Dap.
I did hear that he works very well with Mantis. I haven't tried it yet, and I'm
That's
very
who I'm
excited
running with.
because I do have a 7 red star Mantis. So if I can make her useful, it's going to be great. But he's very, very overpowered in PvP. You want to pair him up with like Hydra, Respawn, Crossbone, Winter Soldier, Hydra Grenadier, and the 5th could be anyone. But I'm going to
X23
try
is good too.
Mantis.
Kingpin
Yeah.
is what I hear mostly for that 5th because he gives everybody defense up, just makes everybody a little bit more beefy.
He's so
Yeah,
fast. He's just so
exactly.
fast.
The problem with Kingpin, because I did try that out, was that he moves so slow, and you want for it to work properly, you want him to go quicker than Crossbones, because Crossbones will explode first turn. And I tried to ignore, that first explosive, but the match was over before Kingpin even had a turn.
I'm using
So Dapper,
Mantis at the moment. It's good.
Bring a 4th. Or why bring a 5th?
What?
You don't need him.
Yeah, true.
It's like my war
Dapper,
attacks. I
can you
bring one
explain why
character in
Mantis-
that's just bigger than everybody. It's like, nope, go away.
Can you explain why Mantis is a good pick with her or with Zemo? And are you talking solely PvP or even in war?
Only on PvP. I'm not sure. I just heard that this morning, and I've been curious to try it out. Probably it's because of her heals.
Heals, yeah.
So that's the only thing I can really think of. They will really benefit from PvP, but I wouldn't really mess around with it, nor raids,
He also has that
wars.
stun first turn sometimes.
Yeah,
I mean, it's not terrible, but it ain't great.
it's not terrible. Like I said, I do have a 7 red star Mantis, 100k, and I never use her. So it's
Right.
just,
So I've used her in war with that team. So Grenadier, Crossbones, Winter Soldier, and it just improves the survivability of that team. Zemo does his big explosion at first, target blocks, ability blocks someone, and then you really just got her because she has the potential to stun on a basic as well as doing that heals between there. So, and remember Zemo with his, I believe it's his passive, brings up, I think it's deflect for the 2 adjacent characters.
Demon?
Yeah.
I think it is deflect.
defense up
Yeah.
or something.
Passive
Yeah.
as Blob does.
So yeah, I believe it's Zemo's passive. So yeah.
I'll check it out in a second.
Yeah, I don't know. I fought him twice in
Uh,
verse matches, and I never got to move either time. So I was like, well, this is fun. I'll just be banning him from now on, and that'll be what we do. Thank you.
Yeah,
It's on his passive. It's let's see on
War
spawn
defense, he
gain
gives the
charge.
blades.
Apply immunity to self and all Hydra allies. On spawn, apply defense up. That's his passive. Clear 2 positive effects.
oh, my big
100%
defense
damage
up.
to all.
It's that war defense. He gives the evades to the adjacents.
Yeah,
Evades,
that's
yeah.
what it is. Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, pretty badass team there. What do we think about the reward structure? I know for me personally, I've been getting with the smaller roster, I've been able to get that 2 to 3% for the blitz. Are we happy with that? It was meant to stop the botters, but
Don't think if it stopped the botters, it's cool. But they said that they wanted to reduce low quality screen time, and they did nothing to reduce low quality screen time. I hate it. It's garbage. It's the same crap as it used to be. It's just, everything gives you a little less points now.
You look like you
Yeah.
agree with that, Zero.
It stinks. The spunk is terrible. You know, we should all be put in like different kinds of shards to where it's like, all right, you know, like this is like instead of doing like percentage wise, it should be like almost like milestones. Like get up to this milestone and you can receive it like 100, or it has to be some crazy amount. Like instead of just doing like you have to be in the top 100 or whatever the case is. You know, at least for the smaller guys because they'll have like a smaller shard. But you know, I'm more of like if it's free 9, I'm gonna take it. It's gonna be mine.
Well, I played a lot of mobile
Less
games,
Brian.
and I liked one of these mobile games mechanics. Basically, in the arenas and PvP aspects, when you start playing it, you start in the bottom, and every time you beat the person who's number 1 and you hold the spot for 24 hours, they move you to the different brackets.
oh, like a
And you
division
keep-
system.
Yes, exactly. Until you hit the maximum one, and then if you're not active or if you can't hold your spot, you get dropped down within 24 hours as well.
Yeah, I think the division system would be pretty well. Like I'm versing guys for like 8 million accounts and stuff, and I've got a 1.6. So I think the division would be an improvement. Maybe that can be next week's discussion on improvements that we want in the game.
Yeah, absolutely.
So Domino hitting the orbs. Are we happy with that?
Yes. 'cause
Excellent.
I need her.
No.
I pull blitz orbs anyway, so like I'm gonna get her for free. But ooh, I wish that she had a node that you could push the button because she's required for a freaking legendary. Come
Yeah.
on.
Yeah, I agree. She's the furthest one behind on my X-Force team. So, yeah, I'm pretty. At least we have her somewhere.
Ironically, she's
Yeah,
the one I
absolutely.
don't
It's
need.
better than X23 and
Right?
Negasonic, right?
Right?
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
That's true. PvP. So it's the last 2 weeks. I think they're going like an exhibition sort of thing. Last week we had balanced PvP matchmaking with milestones. I mean, those milestones are amazing. And then we had,
Which was awesome.
oh, and it's back again. But this week it is quick match. So how did you find last week's one where it was the draft, but you could verse people, to this week's and the rewards or the milestones attached to that?
So I really like the milestones that are attached to it. I preferred the actual balanced draft to this quick match. I was curious, and I just figured out because every time I had fought a team, in this new classic quick match, it was a team that didn't have the same characters. So I was thinking for a little bit, okay, well maybe it matches you with people with teams that don't have the same characters, which I thought would be interesting. But then I started fighting Black Order against Black Order, and so I found that one to be very prominent. And so I started to use my Arena Black Order team and was kicking their butt. And you know, I definitely prefer the balanced draft where you're actually using a strategy against the other person versus this quick draft where you're just going and it's basically either Black Order, X-Men, or now a lot of Zemo combinations.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to agree with that. I'm gonna have to agree with that.
I'm
Yeah,
a big
and
fan of
then
The
balance.
biggest thing that I didn't like is there is no even kind of attempt to balance powers. I have fought somebody who was 140k under me. I have fought somebody who was 200k above me. And it's like,
Yep.
my max power is 23,000. Why the hell are you matching me with people with like 7 red star? Like, come on.
Yeah, that's
Well
what happened to
hearted, bro.
me.
I think the mode could be great. I like the way that the picks are done. If they would just revert it to the balanced roster that they have, if they would just give everybody balanced counterparts, I think it'd work fine.
Yep.
yeah, I agree with that as well. And then it's
Yep.
like, you know, it feels more like I'm doing an arena match than a PvP match
Yep.
because I'm here trying to do different type of team setups, and it's just ridiculous facing Black Order after Black Order.
They just bring in the same stuff. It's like, well, this doesn't beat that, so this is a wonderful mode. Thank you.
So like I end up using my Phoenix, Colossus, Cyclops with Mr. Sinister and Emma Frost, and I've been able to take that Black Order out. But it's just, you know, I'm not gonna be able to use that team in War. I'm not gonna be able to use that team anywhere besides PvP and Arena. So it's just, you know, it's just annoying.
Zero,
I
you
agree.
look like you wanted to talk.
Yeah, your turn, buddy.
So I'm gonna move away from the PvP like selection towards like the rewards we're getting now for PvP. Like I'm moving towards like I love the fact that they're trying to implement rewards now with PvP because that gives people something to like actually use that. Because with me personally, I don't PvP like Nietzsche or you know like other crazy guys that love it. I'm not for that unless it has something behind it, which now it does. And last week we got, I think it was last week or the week before, we got like a sample. It was like, hey, like here's some red stars, here's some free cheddar for you, and I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
But this week we're getting red stars right off the bat. We're getting like at least like $30 to $40 worth of red stars for free. And all you have to do is just play. And I like the fact that I don't have to go draft anyone anymore. It's just like, hey, you have a preset team, go in real quick, search, auto it, get your monies, get out. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm all about the free stuff. And for people that like to hoard stuff, like I'm starting to hoard a lot of things. That way, you know, when we get the future content for like the new symbiotes that I think people have been talking about, it's like Scream and I think
Anti-Venom.
Is that?
Yeah, anti-venom.
So you got to think about it. Like the more they're giving us, the better it is, and I'm just loving it. But with PvP selection, like if they start making it a competitive thing to where you know, if like some streamers were to host like a huge tournament or like MSF were to like make a Twitch or whatever the case is, or do something really really crazy with it, then it's just like all right, like now people can start earning more and more money because like a lot of people are starting to get competitive to where they're earning money now doing PvP and just making those teams together work. I've seen like for example M7, that dude is just completely insane when he comes down to like mixing and matching different kinds of characters, and it's just like I'm like I don't even know what I'm doing anymore, but I'm getting red stars. But I'm definitely loving the fact that they're starting to implement rewards because that makes people want to do it more and more and more. Like obviously they're not gonna keep throwing it at us, but every 2 weeks they're like, hey, along with after the blitz is over, you know how like they implement the premium orb and the red star orb. Now it's like, hey, we're giving you even more, and it's just like, all right, like perfect. This is exactly what I want. Free stuff. If I decide
take my money.
Yeah, pretty much like. Don't like now it's good because now we can move away from offers because I know a lot of people are going to buy like red stars if they're really really hurting right now. But me, I'm just hoarding them. I'm loving it. Like everyone's gonna love it.
Yeah, I'm doing the same thing for Electro. I'm pretty keen to get her. So
yeah, I'm hoarding red star orbs for Electro.
Yeah, and I think also just introducing the milestones I know I've heard several people be like, oh God, I actually really do kind of like PvP. This is actually fun. So it brings more people into that world of PvP and helps us with tournaments and getting people interested.
Incentive. It gives them incentive.
Yeah, that's it. Who doesn't like free stuff?
Right?
Speaking of free stuff, valuable lessons. That's been going on for, I want to say, like 18 days. What are we thinking about that one? 0.
Yeah, I'm good with it. Anything
left,
anything.
and I'm gonna cry when it's over because like I'm almost gonna get 2 gear 14s out of it. You take this away from me. You took away my gear pulls from Blitz. Don't you take this away from me?
The thing is the gear farm game is so intense that they need to be giving out these rewards because you have so many characters to work on and so far to go. And like I said, it's so intense that they should be giving out these rewards. And, the fact that they are now, I think that it's great. I like it.
I can't complain about free rewards.
Absolutely. I just hope that they keep doing it at least like, every month or something like that.
With the ISO 8 and the level cap coming out, your roster's going to have to be gear 14 to do anything, is what they're basically telling you, and that's why they're giving you all the free stuff. So please be aware of that.
Yep.
It's amazing. Like I've already taken like I think it was Crayvis that said like or Crayvis like you could T14 people like I've T14 3 people already, just straight out of that because it gave us all the equipment, the gear that we need to like update him. So I'm just sitting here like, keep rolling in. Come on, don't stop.
More free stuff for 0.
It's stuff for everybody. So like everybody's getting a little bit. I'm like, why are you taking this away? What is wrong with you people?
Extend it for another 9 days, please.
I mean, you don't have to give out 3,000 orbs every time you do it, but just keep the stupid regular rewards though.
Right.
Just once a month. On a bit of a sad, to finish up the news thing, on the sad thing, Black Panther.
Chadwick Boseman, man. Rest in peace, brother.
Rest in peace. They did the cancellation of the events, the Wakanda events, to sort of pay respects to him, and they also did the Black Panther ones. I remember I was on, I think it was your stream, 0, or maybe Lex's, and that dropped. I thought it was fake. To begin with.
Yeah, you were on. It was you were on my stream.
Yeah, the Morgan.
Goro. I think it was Goro. Goro came in and said, "You hear Chadwick Boseman died?" And we were like, "What?"
Yeah, man.
Oh shit.
It was cancer for I think 4 years or something.
He actually filmed Black Panther while he was in chemotherapy and getting treated for cancer, which is, man, I my uncle had cancer. He had brain cancer, and he's actually in remission. And so I know how hard cancer, how much of a toll cancer can take on somebody. And for him to be out there hustling like that with his cancer, still making movies, I salute that fool,
Yeah.
So absolutely.
So we send our best to his family, and hopefully.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Sad note actually for that weekend. So the main topic of this week is, so we've already talked about it, the level caps increasing. We're getting Dark Dimension 4, Gear 15, ISO 8, a lot of stuff happening this last in the year. They look like they're still, fixing or not fixing, testing stuff for PvP because they want that to be expanded. What new game modes do you want to see in maybe not the end of this year, but like starting next year? Lex, you can go first, buddy.
I want to see some type of like boss mode, like a raid, like a boss raid mode, like you fight a boss, you know what I mean? Like in how they do in Raid Shadow Legends, they fight a dragon. I think that'd be cool. I think they should do that. I think that'd be great.
There's Fing Fang Fong, who's a dragon in the MSF. If that's
Mhm.
who you're thinking of. If you really want
Oh,
dragons, otherwise it can be
Ping
Galactus or
pong.
something. But
or even MODOK. You can fight MODOK. You just fight this big head of MODOK.
Head of Abe, yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
Right?
Like a world boss thing, right?
Like a world boss thing. Exactly. Like maybe you do a couple campaign missions and then you get to the boss and you got to sit there and same thing as raid. You lose your teams. You got to use other characters or whatever. Or I don't know, something like that. And then and you fight a boss or like some type of raid boss. I think that'd be great.
Are you thinking that as a personal, like, as in just you do it, your alliance does it, the entire community does it? Which sort of area are you thinking of?
I would say any of them. Any of them would be great.
Mhm.
It depends on how hard and how difficult they would make it. If they, obviously if it's difficult, you're gonna want to have everybody working with you, your teammate or whatever.
Yeah.
Maybe a couple different modes. Oh, there's a solo mode and a team mode or something. All those would be great. Any of those would be great.
Yeah, it sounds amazing.
Absolutely.
Zero?
So,
Oh,
you
Dapper,
guys, there we
you
go.
So I mean, they're already coming out with like two modes, which is the ISO 8.
Mhm.
It's supposed to be like a campaign type ordeal where you can go earn it's almost like a faction almost. Not really. I don't know. Where like you can add like the healing factor. I think there's like 4 other ones. I didn't read too much into the
barrier.
blog. I have to refresh my
Yeah.
mind. But yeah, we were getting that one, and to harp on that the mode that Lex was talking about. I've seen it in Marvel Future Fight. They have like where you can go in there and just beat a node and gets like different shards for like a legendary character, but I don't think that they would bring that to the game. Just due to the fact that they have legendary events that come out for that. But I don't know. Like I think the game that with all the game modes they have right now, I think it's perfectly fine. But they definitely need to make a select like a module almost on like the game, like almost like raid, except it's just straight PvP. That way you just click there, you go there, because it's more not nitpicking. Like I just don't like going to the events and just going down there, and then now I gotta we've got scroll, press, click, search, go. Instead, I could just go slide to the left, slide to the right, crisscross,
on the home menu. There actually is a spot on the home menu. If you go on the home menu on Marvel Strike Force and you scroll all the way I don't know, to your right or left where Dark Dimension is, there's a spot under Dark Dimension that they could easily add PvP.
And I think they might especially. So originally they brought it out because people said they wanted it, and they're just testing it to see if it's just a minority actually want it. And I think with the milestones, as you boys have said, it is helping people get interested in it because it's sort of forcing them to play, but for some rewards. So yes, I'd agree, Zero. You definitely want to have that PvP sort of area. Crayvis.
I want to see them do something with the garbage that is alpha, beta, and freaking gamma. Oh my god, gamma rays are terrible. Do not just put extra difficulties in there because it's garbage to begin with. Good, they're gonna hit me 100% harder, so I have to take all of my Brotherhood and Shield to 80k. Yay.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with that, Crayvis. I totally agree with that.
Yeah, no, I agree with that too. We just started U7, but yeah, the gammas and
maybe some type of new raid mode would be cool, or new.
Like that world boss thing would be great. Like, even if it was the world boss where everybody could go hit it, it might take like 6 months to kill it. But then everybody get rewards. It'd be just
That's
like a Hella calendar or a Captain Marvel calendar, like something for everybody. Like that'd be great.
Yeah.
Or like this is the boss for your alliance. Like this is the boss your whole alliance is fighting this week or whatever.
Like an actual raid, as opposed to just go fight all these stupid minions until you get to the last boss where he summons. You guessed it, more minions. just have like a humongous Ultimus that comes in and one-shots everything he looks at. Like that would be terrifying and hard to kill.
Yeah. Nah, the world boss would be awesome to implement. Absolutely. Dapper?
So I'm not sure if it's really new game modes. I just wish they would bring some stuff back and take some stuff out. Like for example,
Mm-hmm.
PvP balance is ridiculous. You had to tier 9 the characters that you want to use, um, and then you also had to have them as a friend to try them out,
Mm-hmm.
which you don't really need to do that. You could easily take that aspect off and be able to challenge anybody on global chat. Just click on their name, challenge them, and if they accept, you can just do the PvP balance and
Yep.
don't level up no characters. You know, what happened if a character? Not everybody can really spend money on the game. Not everybody wants to, put all their resource on these characters. So
Yeah.
why punish them by forcing them to do that when you can take that aspect off and be able to use a character in level 1, but once it says it's balanced, it will be level 65 with, let's say, tier 10 with ability 6664.
Yep.
That would be way much better. And bringing back the raids that actually mattered, that you were able to unlock the new characters. Thanos raid, you had the Venom raid, you had Deadpool raid. Bring these back. Make it a little bit harder so not everybody can get it, and give them a reason to really try to push for it.
Mm.
Interesting.
Yeah.
The only thing I worry about character raids is if they do a character raid, whoever the reward is going to be required for a legendary, and it's going to be a trainer.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to only run it once out every 4.
Mm.
The Deadpool raid was
True.
when I quit the game the first time because it was just garbage.
What do you guys
Yeah.
think about like a type of okay, so for example in Swelgo they have the journey guide, so you have all your legendaries there, and whenever you're ready you can go and try and get your legendary. What do you think about them implementing something like that into the game? Like you don't have to wait for the legendary event to come. When you're ready, you can go get the legendary character.
2 years
I think
out
that
at
would
the
be good.
very least. The reason that they run them this way is so that they can run the packs that give you exactly all that money. Galaxy Heroes has been around for 2-3 years longer than Marvel Strike Force has. Those events have all run, my God, countless times.
A lot.
And the only ones that you can't get to now are
The Galactic
new
Legend.
the new Jedi Knight Luke. Nope, you can get to any Galactic Legend you want. They're free. You just have to have about $20,000 to put into the characters.
Yeah, that's it.
Damn you, CG!
Damn you, CG.
Damn you.
It's our own fault. Well, it's mine anyway, because they've always been this for the last year. They haven't done anything content-wise. The only thing that they've done was announced, oh yeah, we stopped developing the raid you want, and the sandbox mode is a no-can-do.
Yeah.
We don't know how to code that.
That's not
We've
making
got
us money.
Assault Battles 2.0, so there's that.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
$1 billion game, and it is completely just going in the dumpster right now.
yeah.
It
It's
makes me
sad.
sad.
Marvel is
It
so
makes
much
me sad.
better because Marvel fans won't let them get away with that crap. Star Wars fans don't care. They're like, oh my God, there's Robin! I can cover Robin! You shut up and take my money! It's like, no, stop it!
I also get excited, and we've talked about this a bit on my stream, where you know how it started a couple of days ago, and it's like Maul's coming, so it's 5 shards for nearly every single character you need, except for obviously Black Bolt. Gets you excited about the event, and as Crayvis said, it is 3 years younger, I believe, than Star Wars. So yeah, those events have ran a lot. I'd like the journey guide, but yeah, it's how they make their money at this point.
Yep.
Nishi, what's your
I would like to see Star-Lord and Nick Fury, however, move to Iron Man status because they're old enough to where they should be.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah. Especially
I never understood why they required.
Stop it with the Kree idiots. I'm done with that.
That's what I'm saying. Why? Okay. Why do you need Kree for Nick Fury? Wouldn't you need Shield?
If you needed Captain Marvel, that would have at least made sense.
Right? It does.
It would have been a dick move,
money.
but it would have made sense.
X-Force for Doc Ock. How does that make sense? You know what I mean? I don't know. Whatever. Yeah, it's all about money. It's all about the money.
Yeah.
It's which characters is nobody geared? Cable and Deadpool. Sweet. Let's see what we can do.
Require them,
Build a team around those two, and then we'll sell that.
and we'll sell that.
So
Xbox
we go.
Super.
Let's.
The rest of these Hydra idiots. Enter Baron Zemo.
Enter Baron Zemo.
So let's hear from the big dog himself, Nietzsche. What game modes, man? What game modes do you think?
So there are two that I really want them to bring into the game, and they're kind of dipping their toes in them right now with the little PvP searches. The first one that I think they really need to bring in is either a PvP game mode or a type of search to where you can test teams against, say, a war mode outside of war. So you can actually practice with your offensive teams against the game AI and with those war buffs intact. Because you if you fight a Asgardian team currently in PvP, or if you're trying to test that out, you don't have all the war buffs that Asgardians have, or you don't have all the war buffs that X-Force has. So I think that's something that would be very beneficial to everyone, help people learn the game. And I think they pretty much have the structure now with this PvP search to be able to do that. You could sit here and say, okay, I want to play my X-Force, and this is the team I want to fight. And you just play against the AI like you would in an actual war fight. The other option would be to bring that mode to regular PvP, and just as a testing type where you would play against our person, but it's just it wouldn't be the same because you're not playing against the AI. That person could choose better, so it would be a little bit different, and obviously one person would have the advantage versus the other. The other thing is, obviously, I want some sort of either in-game or Strike Force hosted, sponsored PvP tournament.
That'd be good.
Whether it's in game to where they come up with a system, I think they're probably still a ways away from being able to do that, or they sponsor a streamer hosted tournament, and maybe either give some extra in-game rewards to the winners of that tournament, or just something that Strike Force is actually involved in.
Mm-hmm.
I hate to say that might be a stretch. Those developers, man.
I wouldn't say it's a stretch because I actually been in contact with them before, and it is something that they considered.
Interesting. It is. It's very interesting. That's a good idea, dude.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I would like to see somewhere where, at the very least, if you fought a Red Skull in a Blitz, you could say, give them war buffs. I want to see if this team will take it.
Yeah.
Right.
Because anybody can just target Red Skull in a Blitz and go, I don't understand why this guy is so hard. And as soon as you get to war, it's like, why did he only take 2 damage? What's happening here?
That would be a pretty cool mode to have in PvP, like Ultimate or something, where it has all the your war buffs and raid buffs and stuff. Because Symbiote Spider-Man loses some of his ones because he's got the raid and dark dimension buffs for his T4. So the game mode that I would have, for most of you who have come from Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, you would have seen GAC. It's a competitive. It's kind of like Territory War, but you're doing one-on-one. And so that's what I'd like to have, is that this competitive side where we're versing people who are roughly around the same league or division or whatever, same TCP. And yeah, we battle it out, whether it be on the 2 aircraft carriers or something else. I think that'd be pretty cool to have a bit of a competitive thing, have the benefits of war, offense, defense, whatever. Maybe no war, offense, and defense, because you'll just have the same teams. But I think that'd be pretty cool. A bit of competitiveness with PvP, but not live, obviously. Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, definitely, man.
And arena style, like for anybody who's not played Star Wars Galaxy Heroes, BT Dubs, what that basically is it's like the war system for Marvel currently, only it's not your alliance versus somebody else's alliance, it's your roster versus somebody else's roster. So you
Yes,
have your
yes.
entire skill set of tunes versus theirs, and it's whoever can get the most points.
Yes.
Mm.
Yes.
I'd be keen. I'd be keen for that. Well, guys, thanks very much for jumping in and doing the very first show. Guys, if you drop a comment or questions down below, you can either ask us. So normally at the end of this, we do questions from. We're going to start doing sub only streams, so you can ask questions to either a specific streamer. Maybe you want to see what we all think about certain parts of the game. So feel free to. This will be uploaded to YouTube, and then obviously we all stream. I'll put in the description our usual timings. And all our links in for Twitch. So, yeah. Anything else anyone wants to say before we say goodbye?
Thanks for having me, man. I'm looking forward to
Yeah,
doing the
likewise.
show
I'd
with
like
you,
to point
brother.
out that I don't think I cursed too many times, so I'm pretty proud of myself, and everybody should give me a cookie.
Look at this full zero.
Subscribe. Just do it.
Just
Like
hit
Smack
that
that
button.
subscribe.
Subscribe.
Thumbs up button. Just do it.
Like, subscribe.
Absolutely.
Why
Comment.
haven't you done it yet? Do it.
And hit that
What are you
notifications bell
waiting
so you're not
for? An
missing a
invitation
thing.
I've given you 1 rights. Do it.
All right, guys, take it easy. Cheers.
All right, you
All
guys
right.
have a good one. See you
Cheers.
next time.
Bye.
Thank you so much.